back. What has happened in Vapors World, Vapors Nation? Uh, we're going to start off with just another part of a starter kit. We're going to talk about the CE4 in the last video. Um, and we're going to talk about a CE5 this time. This is the rebuildable one I was telling you about. Of course, you have your battery, which will come with your starter kit. Alright, and some of them do come with the new updated which is a C5, which is the rebuildable tank. It'll look like this, but when you break it down, you'll have. Let's go ahead and put that on there for a second. All right, there we go. All right. Remember these parts from the last video. Top, tank. These are going to be your insides, which you have the main post, which is your bottom, and also comes up and is what powers your head, this is your head. This is your wicking system, like I was talking about. This is the part that's replaceable. And they're not too expensive. They're fairly good price. You can find them online for a very good price. So, within saying that, let's go ahead and put this together, and we'll start vaping some good juice. Alright, so you're going to take your bottom of the tank, that's the C5 rebuildable, and you're going to take your head, you're going to take your post here, and put your head in the post. You're going to take that, and you're going to spin that, you're going to, screw it in there. Make sure it's good and snug, again, no manhandling. Okay, and once you get it in there, it's going to look like this. Okay, I know the wick on mine's probably, I don't know if the color's showing up or not. But I have used this before. So, anyways, you're going to take this, since you put this together now, make sure everything's good and tight and everything's ready. You're going to take your tank. Okay, take your tank. You're going to put that right inside there. You're going to screw that on. Okay, now you got your head, your main stem with your head on it, screwed in. And you got it inside your tank with it screwed in. Okay. Now you're going to take your juice, which today I'm going to be using Patriotic Monster. Good vendor, good juice, good guy. Yeah, the camera ain't gonna do it. But it's Patriotic Monster. That's the name. I mean the juice name. And like I said, the vendors, Patriotic Vapes. You look them up, patrioticvapes.com. Excuse me. Very good stuff. I think he was kind of going for the Monster drink flavor because it's exactly what it smells like. And it's a rather good vape. It's pretty good. I tried it a little bit yesterday, just so I could come on here, and I come in here blind. Like I said, it does resemble a Monster energy drink. Anyways, forget the way you're gonna fill it up. Like I told you yesterday, you're gonna take the mouthpiece off of your tank. You're gonna take your bottle. You're gonna put it in the top. Now you're gonna pour it down the side. Now it's not gonna go in there real fast, so you just kind of gotta take your time until it'll start filling up. Okay. Now, and some people say, well, I filled it all the way up, and like a couple minutes later after I started vaping, it was already almost down low. You gotta give your wick time to soak up the juice. Once you start putting it in there, and your wick starts soaking up the juice, you'll notice there'll be a little bit of a significant drop. Not much, but a little bit of a significant drop, and it'll look like your tank is near leaking or something like that. It's probably not. You'd know if it was. But your wick will soak up the juice at first right away, because especially if you're using a brand new wick. Okay, so now you got your tank filled. Same thing. You're gonna put your top back on. Get your battery. Make sure it's on. Mine is. Just to show you, because most newer kits come like this. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's gonna blink like that. You know it's on. Just hit it again, just to be sure, because I have turned mine off thinking I turned it on. You're gonna put your tank back on your battery. You're gonna screw it down. You're gonna screw it on good and tight. Not manhandle tight, lady tight. Alright, you take your juice. Give it a shot. Now, this is really good. Patriotic juice, the Patriotic Monster. Like I said, the smell does resemble a Monster Energy drink. Not the green ones, the more like the fruit punch ones, kind of. And the vape is very pleasant. It's got a candy, almost candy type flavoring. And it's got a good vape to it. Very clean, very well made. I will give them credit. They make good juice, and he's a very good guy. Also, Patriotic Vapes. You can look him up on Facebook. Not exactly sure how to do the links into the videos and stuff yet, but I will figure that out. But yeah, this is gonna be another starter kit. This is probably gonna be my second. This is only my second video on starter kits and the CE5s, because once you've seen how I did this one, the CE5, you can pretty much do the same with other ones. Now that head that I showed you I screwed into that main post, those are what are replaceable, and that's exactly how they'll come. They'll come with that small part on the top, and you'll have your wicks coming out. All you do is, hope you ain't got no juice in your CE5 when you go to replace the heads. You just take it apart, you unscrew that head right on out, toss it, put you in a new head, put it all back together, start vaping, because it's just that easy. Like I said, this is a very good juice. It's actually kind of makes you want more. Good job, Patriotic. Good job. Hopefully that helps with the starting with the vapes, and I gave you, a good review on the CE5 on how to put it back together once you got it all apart. Don't be afraid to take them apart, because you break anything, go buy another one. They're not that expensive. They're fairly cheap, and you can get them at pretty much any vape shop. They all carry them, especially any vape shop that carries starter kits. You can get them from there. They're not that expensive. I think they're like maybe the tank the tank itself is what, $4 to $6, depending on where you go. Sometimes you can catch them on sale. There's other places you can look, other retail places, or online places, eBay or such as that, and just gotta look around. And like I said, you can find them at all different prices, and sometimes you can find them in, you can find them in packs. You can buy them in 5 packs. You can buy them in 10 packs. The heads usually, you can, if people do carry them, they don't usually, a lot of them don't, because they're carrying more of the Nova tanks and the BCC tanks. The replaceable heads for those are selling a lot more of those than they are the heads for the CE5s, because the CE5s are just come with the starter kits, and then usually most people advance to another kit. Hopefully I have touched on what you need with starter kits, because that's pretty much all I have for starter kits. I didn't stick with it long. Personally, it wasn't enough for me. I mean, it was when I used 28 milligrams and stuff like that, but I needed more vape inhalation, because I used to have big draws with my cigarettes, my analogs, and I was kind of looking for that same feeling. So my starter kit for me lasted about a week, and then I moved into mods, variable voltage, variable wattage, which my next video I have two that I'm going to show you. I'm going to explain. I'm going to put them, put the batteries in, put them together for you to see, and then I will show you a Vivinova tank. I will take it apart and put it back together to show you, and then we'll put some juice in it, pop it on one of the mods, we'll go from there. And hopefully that helps you. You can decide on what kind of mod you would like to get, because they got several different variable voltage, they got several different variable wattage, they got some that do both, some that do just one or the other. More today's technology is going for they do them both. You can also on some of your mods that are variable voltage, variable wattage, you can, we'll get into that next video. I'm going way too far into depth in that. But like I said, hopefully that helps you with the the rebuildable tank and a starter kit battery, and probably the starter kit tank that you're going to get with it, because a lot of places are going with these now because they are replaceable. People weren't liking having to buy the CE4s every time they started getting burnt taste, and then they couldn't rebuild them or replace the heads. Like I said, some people do rebuild the heads for these. These are the CE5s I was talking about. You can rebuild the heads. Some people do it, some people don't. Some people just rather go spend the 15 bucks. I think it's like 15 bucks for like 10 replacement heads, or it's around that range. Like I said, different places will have different amounts for different prices, and sometimes they may have sales on them, just trying to get them out there. But like I said, go to Patriotic Vapes, visit them. Good guy. He's a really good guy. He's doing what he can for who he can. But go check him out. And like I said, get your starter kit if you're new. Don't quit. Don't give up. Stick with it. Quit the analogs. Don't go back. Be the best choice you've made as far as smoking and health. Okay? So, till next time, vape on and vape strong.